What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. So today we're going to be doing the next video in my Gran Turismo 3 Epic Races series. I wanted to go back to another one of my favorites. Again, it's Laguna Seca, but this is the All-Star Japan GT Championship. So I had to use the Opel Calibra, or in this game it's called the Caribra, but it's actually the Calibra touring car. Racing against all three Skylines because you know it's going to be good when they all are in the same race together. They spin, they mess each other up. It's freaking hilarious. I'm using the Opel because he's awesome and has a crazy RPM thing and sounds like a Formula One race car because it's, well, yeah, it's like kind of like the, rotary engines. But yeah, just driving around. I'll commentate a little bit, but be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Getting close, and by close I mean not really, but we're getting better. It's been fun though. Thank y'all for the support. It's just been fun to make videos for all this time. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah. GT3, one of the best games ever. I'll probably remake my video on that where I talk about how great the game is because it's so good. That'll come up at some time. I have a lot of ideas, some subscriber requests that I'm working on. You name it, it's happening. So, yeah, here's the big spin. Every single person spinning like crazy. I love when the three Skylines just spin together in tandem. The Nismo clearly got the worst end of that deal. I usually hope that the Pennzoil would stay close, but that ain't happening this time. A lot of people spinning, obviously. This is one of my favorite courses to do in this game because the AI just seem to have a lot of problems here. And then they compensate strangely by just ramming into walls and things like that. So, all good stuff. Hard to get all of it on the video when so many people are spinning out all at once, but I'll try to keep showing the spins as they happen. Pretty funny stuff, though, that they all just go crazy. It's actually a pretty good battle in this game between me and the Castro Toms. We battle for pretty much the entire race. I don't really I don't take huge dive bombs. I try to take this race pretty seriously and see how well I can do. I get a 119 with this car. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, if anyone wants to test out how good that is, do a lap with the Opel Calibra with hard tires and see how good you do and tell me how you did. Because I have no idea how good my standards are for everybody else. I feel like everybody else can do a way better lap than I can, but I just try not to crash into stuff. It's basically what I was going for. I was trying to be as professional as possible, and I successfully don't hit anybody. Well, I hit nobody until a Calsonic spins out in front of me and then spins into my car as I was trying to pass him. So that happened, but that's not really my fault. It's also not really the Calsonic's fault, because, I mean, this is what his AI is programmed to do on this level. Just spin about 5 straight times there. I don't even know how that's possible, and then get slammed into by the Pennzoil, and just, this is great stuff. Usually the Loctite beats them both, but that was kind of made it really easy for both of them to lose there. Gotta love when the AI hit each other. I think it's just great. I hope that with GT7 the AI, we return to AI being kind of human. I like this type of AI where they actually mess up and stuff like that. It's always great when the AI mess up, because I mess up too. So, you don't know. You've seen me mess up plenty of times. I try to record some races where I lose on purpose because obviously it gets kind of exhausting when the person who makes the videos always is perfect every single time. So, but yeah, no, I race here. Keep it close to the Castro Toms. He's actually really good, and I struggle to keep up with him, but my tire wear is, I think, not as bad, but I decided to pit right at the 10th lap. And you know how the AI in this game go, they usually stay out a little bit too long, which they always do. And it leads to him spinning out a few times, and then I pass him and stuff like that. But we have a good battle for a while. And even when I pit, we stay about the same distance apart. I slowly start to gain on him, and then he obviously will. You'll see later, he'll just spin out like crazy and then ruin his race. The Denso Sar messes up a lot more than the Castro Toms for some reason. I'm not really sure why. They seem very, very similar. But the Loctite, doing well. The Calsonic and the Pennzoil usually mess up here as he's trying to stay under control, and then starts to slide, and then if he catches that gravel just right, just slides all around and messes up. And then I think the Pennzoil is a little bit worse in handling, so he usually spins out before there. He doesn't have a lot of interactions where he struggles to make the turn and then spins like the Calsonic just did there. But they all the Skylines are hilarious. Get lapped a million times. It's great stuff. Yeah, I love this game. It's great. I can talk more about it later, but I hope that GT7 has this. I hope that GT7 has races where... I hope GT7 has a replayable factor like 3 and 4. I feel like those two games have the most replay value out of any of the Gran Turismos in the series. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I think it's just the AI, the laps, the feel of the game, and what you can do and how you can have fun with it. You know, I think 5 and 6 were just a little bit more online focused, and as a result of that, you can't make it as replayable if you have an online element that's very strong. You can have an online element. I'm not against having online play, but it's just like if you make that your goal, you're just gonna make it so that people can't enjoy what made them fall in love with the game, which for me is watching the AI mess up. If you don't invest a lot of time in the AI, you're just gonna not have as good of a game. So, well, you are, but it's just gonna be not the game that I want, and I think a lot of people also agree with me on that. Where the goal should be modernize the game, but don't make it so different from what makes it what people liked. You know, have races like this where the AI mess up and have an online element. Don't necessarily try to remove the single player part of a Gran Turismo game. For me, Gran Turismo is all about collecting cars I would never even see in real life, especially now because this game is 20 years old. I doubt I would see a Pennzoil Nismo ever. I don't know if I ever would. I'd have to go to a classic race, a JGTC race, throwback in real life. Like, is that even a thing? I don't even know. So, yeah, my hope would be that they bring back the collection element. Because I felt like as I played 6, it's not, they don't really focus on that, and then in sport, it's not like that at all. Like, you don't collect cars. I don't feel like that's even a thing in GT Sport. So I'm like, although GT Sport looks beautiful. So my hope is that with 7, they basically just take GT Sport's entire lineup, keep adding to it, have a whole bunch of people just working on new cars over time, and then just, you know, make those amazing. Because I think if they just get some of those classic cars, bring them back, and they just make the graphics look like what they are in sport, I would be very happy. All right, so here's the first spin of the Denso. I don't know how they can do that thing where they just like slide backwards like that, but they do. The Loctite honestly has been doing a very good race, barely spinning out on that corkscrew, but they always spin out on the end. I don't know why. It seems like the corkscrew would be more of an issue, but it's just whatever. Pennzoil Nismo is doing worse as usual. My hope is that one of these times the Pennzoil doesn't lose to everybody else, but he usually does. Calsonic keeps doing this on this corkscrew. I don't even know how you turn that sharply. Like, I can't turn that sharply as a player, so I don't even know how he's doing that. And then the Pennzoil does his spin and recovers it kind of nicely. Still wastes a lot of time, but you know, yeah. In the meantime, I'm still close to the Castro Toms. I'll come back to that in a little bit. We've been very close. I've been close to him, but never been able to actually pass him. I've never even gotten to the point where I would make a lunge. I could obviously lunge and just push him off the road, but I'm not trying to do that. But he basically is doing just a good enough lap that I can not quite get past him. So I've just been right behind him. When the lapped cars come up, it kind of changes things, but I still don't really pass him. I can't get around him easily. There's my 120. I get 119 later in the game, but yeah. It's good stuff. Good race. I think I can just stop here now because I want y'all to hear some of the audio. I know I'm talking over it. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the support. I try to commentate more because I think people like that more. So, but I still want to let y'all enjoy the race. That's how I think it's just good to have some moments where the person is not talking. So I'll stop here. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting my channel over all these years. It's been fun. Pennzoil actually passed me back, but then I passed him again on the cutback. So strategy. But yeah, y'all are great. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, comment, like, all those other things that people do. Thank y'all. Peace.